Hi everyone and welcome to our Soul Tribe event. It is the 10th of July 2019. I love doing these events because we get to share our incredible stories. We get to see all our team and what they're creating in their life and why they decided to jump in and why they're so excited about doing this. So I'm Tanya and I have been in the business now for almost 2 years, and I decided to jump in with both feet because I was actually really sick, and I had been sick for about 4 years with an autoimmune disorder. I also was told that I had adrenal fatigue and leaky gut, so I was really unwell. I had chronic pain every single day. I was just exhausted. I would just absolutely struggle to get out of bed in the morning. I wasn't sleeping well at all. My hair was falling out. I had dermatitis all over my skin. I had constant viruses, cold sores, UTIs. Thrush was something that always plagued me. So I had all these things going on for me. And so when I fell upon our incredible program through a friend who was also sick and getting well, I decided that this actually could be what I was looking for because it made absolute sense to me. It was just fruits and veggies, and I understood the nature's medicine, that fruits and veggies are nature's medicine. I've always been a natural girl, so I was really drawn to it. And after 4 days of feeling amazing, I decided that I loved this product so much and I wanted to be able to share it with so many other people. And because we weren't getting ahead, I thought, this whole business model is incredible. I love it. I could see how it could help me and it could help my family and also so many other people, how we have the opportunity to impact so many other people and really help them create that life that they really want. So I gave it a big fat tick, a big fat yes, because it ticked all my boxes. And I am so blessed that I did, because I have a beautiful team around me who really love what I'm doing, what they're doing as well, as much as I do, and really love being able to help other people have the same. So I'm really excited to be able to share all of everyone's stories tonight. You'll learn a little bit about our program, and then you'll learn a little bit about the opportunity behind it. So without further ado, I'm actually going to be talking about our incredible program and our products tonight. So our program is basically our Juicy Body Transformation program is our healthy lifestyle program. It helps us and teaches us to live a more sustainable, healthy life. We don't believe in dieting. We don't believe in calorie counting. We don't believe in deprivation because it simply does not work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because most of them don't teach people how to eat well and how to be well every day. Our program is holistic, so it encompasses eating, exercising, and our mindset and gratitude as well. Those are really important aspects to it. And of course, everything is online. It's a step-by-step program, and I loved that because I'm a step-by-step girl. I love to have everything out in front of me. I can see it and use it really easily. We have hundreds of family-friendly recipes. That's another thing. We don't believe that you should be cooking something for you and something for your family. You're cooking the same thing. And it has exercise guides and meal plans and a mindset series. It's just got everything that you need really to help you set yourself up for a really sustainable lifestyle just by making a few simple changes. And of course, we would not be able to do, of course, that's 100% free. You've got lifetime access, so once you're in there for life. And you've got 24/7 support, because in that group there is people from all around the world that will support you. Not just, you'll obviously have your own advocate, your own health advocate, but also you've got the support of all the others as well. And of course, that is free with our fantastic support product. So our support product is Juice Plus. And these are our amazing products. I know it's a bit tricky when I've only got one hand, or two. These are these here, our veggies, our berries, and our fruits. And so basically all these is they are whole fruits, veggies and berries in a capsule. What they do is they grow the food on 3-generation organic farms on a nutrient-dense soil. Then they take the fruit when it's at its peak ripeness, where they don't freeze it, and then they pulp it down into like a big slushy. They take the skins, the seeds, everything. They pulp it down into like a big slushy, and then they dehydrate it at a really low temperature so that they don't get those enzymes destroyed. And then what they do is they take out some of so that obviously the water's gone, they take out some of the sugar, and then what you're left with is the beautiful nutrients from all the fruits and veggies. And then they pop it into a plant-based capsule. And the reason they put it in a capsule is because you don't get the oxidation that way. When it's in an open container, it's open to the air, it's destroyed. The enzymes and everything is destroyed, and what you're taking in is nothing that's going to really affect your body in a positive way. Whereas everything that you're taking in the capsule is live and goes exactly to where your body needs it, into your bloodstream within 7 minutes. So it works at a cellular level and it goes to your body wherever your body needs it. And the good thing about it is your body knows exactly what to do with it. It's bioavailable. You know, it's not a fractured synthetic vitamin that it doesn't see as food. It doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know what to do with it. But it does with our capsules. And that's why we see the beautiful healing that goes on with our, from all our customers, all our beautiful stories. Their bodies are actually supported to heal. They're supported to function the way they're supposed to function. And so, we get beautiful stories of customers that have been on the product for 26 years who look 20 years younger than their age and have had no health issues at all in that time. That's beautiful. And then, of course, we've got our research behind it. Our company's been around for 30 years. The product's been around for 30 years. The company's been around for 45. And, of course, we've got 35 peer-reviewed, gold standard medical studies, all published in medical journals, and 5 more currently on the way. So we are the most researched product in the world. So these are our fruits, veggies, and our berries. And then, of course, what we have with any of these 2 orders is our company are amazing. They're a company with heart. And what they've done is they've had this massive mission where they want to really support children's better health. They want to ensure that children are eating well now and into the future. So what they've done is they give away these free kids' chews with every every adult order, which is fantastic. Who wants to have healthy kids? There's so many unhealthy kids in the world. So it's great that they do this. And I know for my own daughter, she's got so much from this. She was so unwell herself with anxiety, and she's so much better now. So I'm so blessed to have them. And then, of course, we've got our beautiful plant-based omegas. And, we all need, as well as fruits and veggies, we're also not really getting enough fatty acids. And these are something that our body doesn't make, so we have to get it from our food. But what we have in here is it's not just omega-3, but it's omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 as well, which is fantastic. And it all comes from a plant-based source. So instead of taking the fish, we go to the algae, which is what the fish are eating anyway. That's where the fish get their omega-3 from. And then we've got another 5 plant sources in there as well, all from plant seeds. So these are great if you aren't able to have fish oil. Often fish oil is rancid anyway because of the process it has to go through. It's heated at a high temperature to get it out of the fish, whereas this isn't. It's all cold pressed. And the other thing that they decided to make it plant-based was also because of the sustainability. Our fish, our oceans are more toxic than what they used to be. Our fish are a less supply than what they used to be. So, everyone knows that plants are far more sustainable. And they do amazing things for inflammation. I have no arthritis anymore. The other thing that we have is we have our beautiful protein shakes. And so these have a really good balance of healthy fats, carbs, and proteins, and they are all plant-based. They are straight from superfoods and plants. That's all. Nothing nasty added whatsoever. And so we've got beautiful things in here that you wouldn't normally eat, and 2 yummy flavours, the Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. And these are really, really good for healthy snacks for kids, after school snacks, if they're reaching for the cupboard for those really inconvenient or those fast sugary foods. They can have one of those instead. Great for hot chocolates at the end of the night instead of a hot chocolate. It's got no sugar in it, or less sugar than a pear. They're also great for pre and post workouts, drinks. And I actually use them because I'm a bit of a meal skipper if I'm in a hurry or if I'm traveling. They're fantastic to take. They're also great if you don't eat breakfast. Breakfast is a really important meal, so these are really good to help people to get back into the habit of eating breakfast. So that is pretty much our incredible product and program. Now that you've heard enough from me, what I really want to do now is I want to go on over to the beautiful Moni, and Moni is going to share why she loves our product so much.
I'm going to talk about my journey with the products. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's 10 years ago. It was a huge shock for me, obviously. And I went to my friend Maxine's, and she talked to me about recovery, and she was the first person who'd ever talked to me about the possibility. So I went on the computer and I read books, and I had all types of body work. I had massage, I had resistance training, I did acupuncture, I had cranial sacral therapy, I did homeobotanicals, homeopathics, high dose vitamin C, high dose vitamin B, high dose selenium, multivitamins, magnesium sulfate, borax, anything I could get my hands on that might feel like it would help. It was all good, and lots of the stuff helped in some way, but it didn't I still had lethargy, tiredness, and some tremor still, especially when I was stressed or cold. And I felt tired for years and years and never really linked it to my nervous system. So enter Maxine again with introducing me to what she called the magic beans, which is premiums, which is the veggies, fruit, and veggies, fruit, and berries. So it's been great. I've been on them for a year, and the thing that I've noticed most is I don't need any more naps. My skin is really good. My hair is growing out. I'm sleeping really well. I used to struggle to get out of bed by 9 o'clock. I'd do something and then I'd go back to bed. This is even when I was considered to be quite well on the medication. And then I would get up in the afternoon and do some stuff, then go back for an afternoon rest, and so on as it is. But now I can get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I can stay up till 11 at night quite easily. I also don't get sick. I had one time in the last year where I had a snotty nose and I double dosed myself on magic beans, and I went to bed, had a sleep, and woke up feeling really good. The other thing that's really been interesting is hearing people comment about me. So-and-so says you look so good. Didn't you have issue with Parkinson's? And so on. And it just happens a lot all the time. And I'm a bit shaky now because I'm a bit nervous about being on this thing, but that's right. I love the beans. I absolutely love them. My life has completely changed with them. I'm no longer on any of the other supplements. I have a little bit of body work done. I had bone therapy, but the most amazing thing for me too is that I've just been invited to do my 3rd black belt for Aikido, which was one of my great passions. Yeah, so I say give the magic beans a go. And with that, I'm going to pass you over to Sarah Ho. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Moni. That was a gorgeous, gorgeous story. Wow, you're an inspiration, my darling. Okay, I'm Sarah, and I have been on the magic beans, as we love to call them, for about 3.5 months now. I was introduced to them by my sister because I had severe menopause symptoms, hot flushes, mood swings, loose bowel, tired, no energy, headaches, nosebleeds, you name it about menopause, I pretty much had it. And I'm still getting my period, sadly. So, but yeah, I had a dreadful time. So I decided, okay, let's give it a go. So I've been on them since the beginning of April. So, yep, that's 3.5 months. At first, I started off on just the fruit and vegetables, and just recently I've actually started taking the berries as well. But purely just on the fruit and vegetables, I pretty much within the first week, I saw that I was had no more mood swings. My sleep was so much better. My hot flushes had gone. I had no brain fog anymore. And my energy was through the roof, as in I could either get through a 10-hour day at my day job without any hassles. The other thing I wanted to add is I've got a 14-year-old daughter who's actually on the chews. Not many of my people on here know that she was a very sickly child, as in every winter she would get tonsillitis, ear infections, throat infections, you name it. Sometimes we were up at the hospital pretty much 3 times each winter, vomiting, everything that you could imagine that kid has had, and we were joking that it was her second home. But since she has been on the chews for kids, she has been fantastic. I actually would believe the healthiest child in our house at the moment. She's had no sign of a flu this year. She's sleeping so much better than she was, and yeah, personally I just think they're fantastic. And the fact that the kids are free, I'm sponsoring one child, and my brother-in-law has agreed to sponsor my other child, so they're both being sponsored with an adult order. So I really recommend it. If you don't have children yourself, sponsor a friend or a niece or nephew or a grandchild, because they are so worthwhile. And as I say, I've not had the flu either this year, so which is fantastic because I've got no sick leave left over. So on that note, I would like to pass you over to the beautiful Maxine, and thank you for listening to my story. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. I totally feel you. I'm 54. I have to think about how old I am now, and I'm still having periods, and I'm like, just give up. I'm not going to have any more babies, please. So anyway, my name's Maxine. I have also had really great results on the product. My biggest change, I guess, is that I've been a chronic asthmatic for 30 years. And I used to be on Ventolin quite a lot, up to 3 times a day. And I'm about 16 months now on the premium capsules, and I very rarely need to use my inhaler. My whole lung function has completely changed. I used to get lots of chest infections and things in winter, because that's what asthmatics, that's what happens to us. And I haven't been sick a day since I started the capsules, and that, I know that sounds crazy, but it's true, not once. But so I'm completely rock solid on the product. But what I'm really here to share is that Tanya, when she invited me to look at the business, I was really skeptical. In fact, she kind of jokes that I was the last person on her friend list that she would expect to jump on. So there you go. But I decided to look into it. I didn't really understand it. And when I really looked into it, I could see that it was going to give me everything I wanted. I had worked as a registered nurse, so obviously I'd worked in a traditional business for many years. I'd also run my own private practice. And what I noticed in a traditional company was that it was very difficult to get anywhere. Certainly in the health system as a nurse, I would have to educate myself, probably get a master's degree, maybe even a PhD to move up in the ranks. There would always be a lot of competition, and I'd have to pay for that myself. And even then, I may not get anywhere. I would always have to compete with other people to get into the higher positions. In the position that I was in as a nurse, there was very little opportunity for me to increase my income. It was pretty capped, very much capped. And also, The other thing I noticed that happens a lot in the health system is there's often restructuring and cutting corners, and you may work yourself up to the top somewhere, but you might not be you might be restructured out of the company or the hospital, so it's quite insecure. So I actually became very passionate about this business model, because what I saw was that everybody starts at the same level, no matter who you are. That it's a very beautiful, inclusive business model. You know, we've got people on here who, as you can see, you know, may not be able to work in traditional jobs as easily. So we welcome anybody who wants to come in, and then we have the opportunity to really advance according to our own efforts and our own productivity. There's no cap on my income. I can actually move up in the organisation as far as I want to, and that's what we see happening, you know, that there's, and also the other thing about the traditional business model is that there's no freedom, there's no flexibility. And for me, I'm kind of an empty nester. My children have moved out. The next big phase for me, I guess, is going to be being a grandma. I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I really want to be there for my grandkids. I want to be there for my family. I don't want to, you know, my children, their grandparents were just worked all the time, so they didn't really see a lot of them. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be there. I want to be able to provide for my family financially, and also, you know, provide my time. And I really love the fact that this business, this model of working, actually gives me that opportunity. And so that's really my story. I'm really excited about the future and what I'm currently achieving and going to be able to achieve that I never thought that I would. So that's me. And I would like to pass over to Pete. He's going to share his business story with us.
Hi everybody. Yes, so I'm Pete, Tonia's husband. So for me, this became a massive why not in the end. Why not join the business? Because I started using the product about a month after Tonia did. I had some really unexpected, amazing results. So I had massive faith in the product. Still do. I'm still getting results now. So, but I was at a stage in my life where I'd seen some people I was pretty close to at work getting quite sick, and one of them actually died of leukemia. I thought, that's people our age shouldn't be getting sick. So I can't really keep this to myself. I have to start sharing it with my friends, family, anyone I could as well. And the other thing I've realised that I wasn't getting anywhere in life myself. I spent my whole life working for other people. I've worked myself in a position where I've got a really good job, get really well looked after, I've got a great boss, but I only get 4 weeks off a year. I haven't got the freedom to do what I want. So this business will allow me to do that. We'll be able to travel. I'll be able to do what I'm passionate about. I'll be able to go and help kids, which is really what I really want to do in the end of the day. And if I want to do that properly, I need to be able to do it on my own terms, not working for somebody else. So that's pretty much why. I'll pass over to Karen.
Hi guys, I'm Karen. Hopefully I don't sound like I'm yelling. And I am here to share my business story like Pete and Maxine. I got introduced to the product in October 2018, started with that first, and I got mentioned about joining the business, a little bit skeptical, about it. I've just spent a lot of time overseas and moved home after, a few big things happening in life. I decided to come home. So not really in a clear headspace and that kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm thinking, right, why not? So in the end, I decided to jump in, and I have not looked back since. It has been an amazing journey, both on the self-development side, with the training and the amazing team members that we have. I am building myself back up again, and I'm building a business. The additional reasons why I decided to get into the business is because all my life I have worked the regular 9 to 5, if not longer. I've spent many a day, many a decade working really, really hard for somebody else's business. So in doing the research, I did things a little bit backwards, didn't really research at first, but have learned on the go, and have found that this is the perfect job or way of earning a living, because essentially it becomes a passion and you actually love what you do. When you love what you do, it's not really a job. So the biggest thing for me, my why, is my family. I want to be able to take care of my parents when they get older. I have 2 nieces and a nephew who I want to be with in their life because I've spent a lot of time overseas. This job allows me to actually spend time with them, quality time. I have no idea why I'm crying, sorry. I also get to spend time with my sister, doing things together, because I've missed 25 years of everybody's life. So this job allows me to have all that. I also love to travel, so it's going to allow me to be able to take my little laptop, sit on a beach as long as there's Wi-Fi somewhere, and actually work while I'm enjoying myself, or to be able to pick and choose what I do. And to have that kind of freedom is absolutely out of this world amazing, because typically you can't do that. You're tied to a desk, you're tied to a job, you're tied to somebody else's dream and somebody else's vision. So whoever is listening and watching, I encourage you to at least check out the opportunity, because it gives you an amazing ability to actually create new visions, new dreams, and make them a reality without a word of a lie. You have amazing people, tribe, that build you up on a bad day, because we all still have bad days, and get you to move through and do what you need to do, all the while helping yourself and growing your business. And the other big thing is that you also help other people fulfill both their health and their mindset, and also help them create amazing lives where they can spend time with their children and their family and travel and things like that. So in a nutshell, this is an amazing opportunity. I will not look back. I'm a JP for lifer, both with the product and the business. So I thank you for listening, and I'm going to hand you back to Tanya.
Oh, I love your story, and I love that you cried. You're so beautiful, Kieran. I'm just going to mute you though, honey. Thank you so much, Maxine and Pete and Kieran, for sharing. That's why I love this incredible opportunity. I love this team. See, we grow amazing friendships from people that we have never met before. That's what's so beautiful about this business. And we all support each other and lift each other up. We get emotional about helping other people and having the life that we want. That's so exciting. So if you are sitting here and you're thinking, oh, this sounds really good, but I don't know if I can do that, or I've got some questions, and like everybody has questions, it's totally normal. And so reach out to the person who invited you, because they will be able to help you answer those questions. They'll be happy to jump on a call with you and have a chat, just to see if it's going to resonate with you or not. you know, but if you're there and you're thinking, this isn't really for me, you might know of someone that this might resonate with. You might know of someone who's looking for this kind of opportunity, that's really want to create the life that they really want. So thank you so much for tuning in and for listening tonight. We hope you have a beautiful evening. See you later.